Hey y'all, happy Friday. Noah, everyone who reads it must converse. It's on. Very cool. What a week, huh? I see a bunch hanging out. Ineffable. Welcome back, brother. Knitting books, etc. Thank you very much for coming by, y'all. The Falcon in the house. Thank you very much. And attention. Pay attention, y'all. Very cool, man. Nice to see you, brother. What a week. Let me tell you. It's been a wild week for me. Is the sound okay? Everybody cool? Hey, Mark. Nice to see you, brother. Everybody can hear all right? Everything cool? And then what a week for real. It's been wild in my neck of the woods, let me tell you. Warm, and then today and yesterday was just freezing cold. Hey, Amy. Amy from the Dusty Bookshelf shows up. Nice to see you. Very cool. Sounds good. Thank you, Mark. Sounds great. Thank you very much. That's even better. Yeah, nice to see you, Amy. Thanks for coming by and chilling. Friday night, Friday Night Live with the BookTube community. Very cool to hang out with everybody, that's for sure. And y'all really make this what it is. You know, I just facilitate. I'm the facilitator. That's all I can do. But you guys really bring yourselves, and that's what it is when everybody's there and interacting and doing their thing. So today, I'm sharing an awesome haul. I've gotten some really great stuff that I have actually been looking for a while. Tom LA Books, thanks for coming by, brother. Stuff that I've had on my mind and been looking for a while, and I've been getting books for the future reads, and not future reads like on in a minute, but future reads right now. Hey, Ramsey from Rajathon in the house, and so I will a couple of these things that are on this haul right here will be my next two reads. I'm gonna jump on into it. So let me grab another one. I got books everywhere, right? It's freaking ridiculous. I have my books organized, and I still have books everywhere, right? It's just how it goes. Hey, Jay Maddox. Jay Maddox in the house. John Olivier, thank you very much for coming by, brother. John is a good buddy from Instagram. And if you guys do not know his name on Instagram, John is who I'm talking about there. John's Instagram is called Mupplewick, and it is great. He's putting together a little study, a little library room, and it is coming together quite nice. I like your blue bookshelves, brother. And then today, right, happy Good Friday. That's right. Good Friday. Well, I mean, what do you do to celebrate it? Just kind of inwardly, right? Do the stations of the cross, right? So what a haul. Let's get to it. So one of the things that I was so happy to come across this week when I um when I found it, Rainbow Scout Gay and Proud. I know he's in the house. Yes. Nice to see you, brother. For sure. Congratulations on the O's today, John. That's right. Very cool stuff. All right. So, one of the books that have been, like on my radar, but I don't know what it is even still. But it is kind of like the it says it is about time that Scotland produced a shattering work of fiction in the modern idiom. This is it. LANARK by Alasdair Gray. So this is a Harcourt brace. And I tell you, they're probably one of my favorite publishing houses ever because they publish everybody that I love. A lot of my Calvino is Harcourt brace. A lot of my Umberto Eco that I have is Harcourt brace. And then so many others when I look, that's the publishing house. But look at this cover. I mean, is it just awesome or what? LANARK. So there is not just hey the Falcon, let's do a buddy read. There's not just words. This is also illustrated by Alasdair Gray. And look at these illustrations. It's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. The cover is gorgeous, isn't it? Sorry. Super trippy. So I've had my eyes out for this book for a long time, and I was able to find one. I mean, I bought this for like $4. You know what I mean? I was able to find one at a used bookstore that, just doesn't know and doesn't care what they got. Just selling books. They don't care what it is. They'll sell anything for $4. You know what I mean? Because it just adds up. Yeah, the cover is gorgeous. What a picture. Cool, the Falcon. Very cool. So my Voxer, I'll put my Voxer in the description box. That's where to hit me so we can talk, message, buddy read, organize it, and talk about it as we go through it. I love this. I love this cover. And yeah, remarkable, a great adventure, deeply moving and evocative. It should be widely read. There's somewhere that I read. Yeah. The most remarkable first novel I have read in years. It is the nearest I've come to a Scottish version of James Joyce's Ulysses. So, yes. And I found it in the sci-fi section, right? So I don't know what to expect, and I'm not going to do any spoilers either. I'm not going to look up anything. That's just how I roll. I'm just going to read it. So I'm definitely down. And it says, yeah, on the back, it says fiction/science fiction. So perhaps it's science fiction. Perhaps it's more like magical realism. Who knows? I don't know. But I have been hunting for that book for a long time. Very long time. And it has the same kind of response that Perdido Street Station has. And I'm not comparing it to Perdido Street Station because I don't know what this is about. But when I post a picture of this on my Instagram, or when I posted a picture of all this, somebody just yelled out LANARK. And that's the kind of thing that people did with Perdido Street Station. And I love Perdido Street Station. We had such an awesome reading of that, didn't we, Mark? It was just really cool. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm so psyched about finally owning a copy of LANARK. So yeah, we'll do it. I don't want to say for sure. Hey, maybe I can do it. Let me go ahead and put my. Let me see if I can do it. NCLE. Okay. Yeah. Voxer is an app, and you have to download the app, and it's just a messaging app. But then that right there that I put in the description box, that is my personal ID on there. So search for people and put that in there, and that'll pull me up. My name is Noah Clemens, and you'll get me, and then it's on, right? It will be very cool. All right. So this one I read back in the day. I probably read it around the year 2000. No, it was after that. Maybe 2002. Okay. So it had already been out 10 years or 12 years. Oh, man, I love Perdido Street Station. I need to read the scar then. Very cool. I need to get the scar. I don't own it. So I'll get it. So if it comes down to it, oh my God, did he not like it? Please, there's so much to love about Perdido Street Station that yeah, there's so much to love about Perdido Street Station that I can barely talk about it. I put together a review, a video. Who knows how good I reviewed it, but I did do a video on Perdido Street Station, and I might go back and listen, hear what I said, because when I think about that book, it's just mind blowing how awesome that story is, and it just keeps going. It's so much action and fast paced, and it just keeps going. There's more and more and more and more, and it's just, oh, how did he do it? You know what I mean? Right. Exactly right, Mark. Okay, so this is one that I read maybe 2002, and it was a wild read, and they've reissued this just recently. But the reissue is missing a lot of the, some of the stuff that was in the original. So I saw the reissue in a used bookstore today, and I was like, wow, you got, this book. And I said, but this is the reissue, right? And the girl behind the counter goes, well, we have one of the older versions. It's in the section. Do you want to see it? And I was like, yeah. And it is Behold a Pale Horse by William Cooper. Somebody let me hold this and read it, 20 years ago now. And I was just like mind blown. And always, and I just gave it back to them after I read it. If anybody doesn't know, this is the OG conspiracy theory book. Not not like Robert Anton Wilson just going off the rails speculative stuff. This is William Cooper's Behold a Pale Horse is actual, talking about actual things that happened, and then and the conspiracy theories behind them. I mean, I want to say not speculative, because I want to draw a kind of line of demarcation between Robert Anton Wilson's Illuminatus trilogy kind of stuff and this, because there is a difference. There's a big difference. This is rooted in somebody's personal research explorations, but also goes really off the rails. I mean, it is wild stuff. I don't know if if any of you guys have read Behold a Pale Horse by William Cooper. But if you haven't, then I definitely recommend it if you're a fan of conspiracy theories, because this is where it all started. Yeah, it's a pretty rad cover, isn't it? Hey, Christy. Thanks for coming by. Nice to see you. Very cool. Yeah, it is the OG of the kind of false flag conspiracy theory stuff, and it's cool to have a first edition, that's for sure. If you want to see a cool cover, Christy, if in just in case you never saw, if in case you weren't here when I showed it, I'm going to. I'll show it again. This is LANARK by Alasdair Gray. Kind of a wraparound, right? And I'll get it off the glare. It is 4 books, and this is actually illustrated as well. It is very wild looking, very wild looking. I've never read it, but that is definitely on the TBR. I've been looking for that book for years, and yeah, I always hear good things about the city and the city. China Mieville is very, very hardcore. So it's I definitely want to give check out my video on Perdido Street Station because I don't spoil it, that's for sure. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna yeah, I mean Behold a Pale Horse is like the theory of everything for conspiracy theories. It goes into it's like the first time that there is like a comprehensive overarching conspiracy theory of what is going on in the world or the United States, at least the Western world. Yeah, I hear The City and the City is really, really good, and but I've never read that either. I will read anything by China Mieville now, though. I'll give it a chance because Perdido Street Station was so strong and so good. I got this is another author that I've never read anything by, but when it comes down to it, the person's the name comes up all the time, and it comes up in reference to things that I love. Um, Satire, right? And it's I got the Portable Rabelais. So this is kind of an anthology, just parts of different writings or full writings that are small. So the first book is The Most Horrific Life of the Great Gargantua. And I can't wait to get into some of this because I hear that it's just over the top satire. Very, very cool. And who knows why. This Rabelais comes up all the time when I'm talking about people. They're like, well, is it Rabelaisian satire or and I'm like, man, who is this person that you're talking about? So this is a 700-page survey of his work. So I grabbed it. It's a penguin. Um, the Viking Portable Library. I guess like an imprint of Penguin, right? So I was glad to get it. Got it real cheap. Gonna be able to work into some of that just just at my leisure, right? We'll put Rabelais over here. And then I got a cool find. This I just stumbled upon, and it is The Primary Colors by Alexander Theroux. This is 3 essays, um, blue, red, and yellow. And I haven't read any Alexander Theroux, but I do have um, Laura Warholic or The Sexual Intellectual on my TBR this year. And I don't know if I'm going to get to it because the reader that I was going to buddy read, the reader that I was going to buddy read Laura Warholic with, I actually he actually just deleted all his content. So I don't know if he's still here. You're funny, Tom. You can do it. You can do it for sure. It is such an enjoyable read. That's right. And Tom's got all of us going through Dante with him, right? It's ridiculous. So this is a little bit more accessible. This is a way to start a journey with Alexander Theroux. Just in case I don't get to Laura Warholic this year, I'm going to be able to get a taste of what he can do without getting into one of his big novels. So it's gonna be blurry. So can't see Alexander Theroux there. Theroux, maybe. Yeah, that's what the name of it is. Let me grab it. It's right close. Laura Warholic, or The Sexual Intellectual by Alexander Theroux. This glare is killing me. So I hear this book is brilliant, completely brilliant. I heard about it from Leaf by Leaf, and it sounds completely brilliant. And Ben over at Bookshore has actually read it, and we have talked a bit about it, about some of the ideas in there. And I want to read it, but it's just such a beast, right? That I'm like, man, I don't know. I don't know if I'm really going to get into it like that. You know what I mean? Because it's going to take me, if it takes me over a month to read, then I'm not really looking to get into it. I want to knock out a big book a month. That's my goal for this year, right? Nice. Heck yeah. I hope you do get to it, pal. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. And when it comes down to it, we can talk through it. Man, what an amazing book Against the Dais. And Hyperion, the Hyperion series, the whole series. It's amazing. Very cool. Thank you very much, John. I appreciate you saying that, man. And yeah, I do think I'm gonna love Rabelais. Yeah, man. Ineffable. You got that right, brother. I got a lot of Hyperion content on my channel because Scott Danielson and we had so much fun with that buddy read, and our minds were blown, and we were just like, dude, let's talk about it. Let's just get on and talk about it and talk all through it. You know what I mean? Which one are you talking about there, Mark? You want that book? Which one do you want? The Laura Warholic? Because if you're gonna get it, now's the time, because it is one of the only Alexander Theroux novels that you can get for a good price. He's alive still, but he's out of print, you know? So there's certain titles of his that are just so expensive. Like his number one book is called it's called Darkenville's Cat. And you can't get a copy for more than like $100 unless you come up on it by chance in some used bookstore. And that's what I do. That's what I do. That's how I find them. All right, let's get through the haul because there's some more. The next is to Dalkey Archive Press. releases that I got this week, and it is Transparency by Marek Bienczyk. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. But Transparency, this is a collection of it's like a collection of essays, but it's not just that. It's everything. I'll just read the back. Drawing on all his resources as a novelist, cultural critic, and scholar, Marek Bienczyk peels away the layers of our contemporary obsession with transparency, skipping across centuries and continents to piece together the genesis of our fears of deception and overexposure. Highly poignant and transcending the genres of criticism, personal essay, and the metaphysical novel, Transparency is a gorgeous revelation about our never-ending need for revelation. Right? Am I right? So, one of the blurbs says, an imaginative marvel and a courageous demonstration of what literature and only literature is capable of. So I had to get it, right? It's a good looking book. It's a nice printing. This has never been read. So I can't wait to get to it. Seems like a really, really cool read, and probably a quick read, but something that is exactly like maybe a mind expanding read as well, right? Very cool. So Transparency. And then I got from the Dalkey archive, I got something that is a bit out of my wheelhouse. You know what I mean? Something that is a bit different than anything that I normally just kind of go for. But it was kind of interesting to me, and it's really short. So I said, why not try it? And it is Godhead by Scott Zwiren. This is an exploration of manic depressive disorder. And you see how short it is. It's a novella for sure. It is 132 pages. And I'm sure that it is a blistering fast read. So I'll go ahead and give the back. I like that. Very cool. I'll go ahead and give the back of this one too, just because it was so interesting. This is why I got it. A blurb by Herbert Selby Jr., writing the writer of Requiem for a Dream. It is an absolutely fascinating and terrifying book. I can't recall ever having read a book that deals so directly and so simply with this condition that's manic depressive disorder. For the first line to the last, I never had the feeling that I was reading about someone with a mental illness, but rather I truly experienced this man's life of horror. This book does not deal with the symptoms of a particular form of mental illness. It takes you into the horrifying experience of the sufferer. This, of course, means that it is a brilliantly written book. Unrelenting in its power and suffocating sense of claustrophobia. Because of the brilliance of the writing, this book is not the ramblings of a madman, but rather the struggle of a tortured mind and a heart to simply live. A struggle so many millions endure each and every day. So I couldn't pass it up, even though it's really something that's like out of my wheelhouse, right? I don't read stuff that like focuses on a mental illness. Of course, somebody in a book might have a condition or a neuroses or whatever, right? It might be a bit too much. You're right, Mark. You're exactly right. it might be a bit too much, but it's short. So if it's a bit too much, um, at least it's not long, right? You're not stuck there, stuck there with them for a long time, right? Very cool. All right, so two more on the haul, and then I'm talking about upcoming reads and books that I have hauled as well. So I got Umberto Eco's The Mysterious Flame of Queen Loana, and John said that this one here, he liked it, and it gave him. It's kind of sad. It gave him the feels, and it's not Faulkner sad, but still, it's sad. And this is like an illustrated book. So there is all kinds of illustrations and, mixed media all throughout. You'll like some of that. You'll like some of that, Mark, for sure. Some of that action. And, Umberto Eco was just, he was into a lot of different stuff all at the same time, right? And that's what this book kind of strikes me as flexing, really flexing. Yeah, it seems like Godhead is going to hit like a ton of bricks. It seems like it's going to hit hard. If Herbert Selby Jr., who, like I said, wrote Requiem for a Dream, is talking about how hardcore your book is, it's hardcore. Yeah, for sure. A lot of cool pictures in this. And yeah, I've heard it's really good too. Ben over at Bookshore, when he had seen that I got it, he said he really enjoyed this Echo. And I was like, very cool, since I got a first edition hardcover in the Mylar. I mean, I come across, when you keep your minds up, when you keep your eyes open, you find all kinds of cool stuff. And right when I saw it, I was like, yep, I'm getting it today. That's for sure. That's what I'm grabbing, right? Because why would you not, when you see an author that obviously does it right? Very cool. Hey, Mark, have a good night. Going fishing for sure. Yeah, I don't know about it, but I do hear it's good for sure. Yeah, y'all are gonna be rocking. Very cool. I can't wait to hear the details. Hopefully you share some pictures on Instagram, Mark. Yeah, I really do. I really do find the deals. And I'd be more than happy to be a personal book shopper. You just send me your lists, and I'll name my price. So I actually am the next read that I'm getting to is The Waves by Virginia Woolf. So I picked up this copy. This is an annotated copy. So I got a lot of notes and things to keep me knowing what's going on, that kind of stuff. And I hear that this is Virginia Woolf's complete masterpiece, but I have never read it myself. And then at the same bookstore that I found this and I picked this up, I grabbed her debut novel, which is called The Voyage Out. This is Virginia Woolf's first novel, and I got it for a great price. It's an old copy, whatever. It's really just for reading, right? And both of these are Harcourt Brace. I mean, it's just like, the more I see, Harcourt Brace just does amazing literature. That's what they do. That's their whole thing. So I might check out the debut, But I actually own quite a bit of Virginia Woolf stuff because you find it cheap. It's short, works. So after I read The Waves, I'm sure I'm gonna love it since it's really like her, top novel. And when I do get to that, then I'm going to probably go for To the Lighthouse, Miss Dalloway, Orlando, those kind of things first before I, dig into something like the Voyage Out because I want to get the the books that are by her that everybody, talks about and knows about because I don't, I don't know. I don't know about it and I don't know what to expect really at all. So yeah, looking to do that. The Waves is actually gonna be a buddy read with Yasmin to the Lit House because she loves Virginia Woolf, and Ben over at Bookshort because he rocks. The only wolf you've ever read is Miss Dalloway, Mrs. Dalloway. Uh, and what'd you think about it? I only hear great things about Virginia Woolf when it comes down to it. Jack, at Rambling Raconteur, he put a video out just this last week of Miss Dalloway because he just read it, reread it. I think. I think it was a reread for him, and it's a great video. He loved it, of course. He wouldn't have reread it if he didn't. And then I got hooked up because if anybody follow my channel, you know that I just read As I Lay Dying by William Faulkner, right? And we loved the reading and talking through it, and the book is awesome. Like As I Lay Dying is it's so crazy. It's dark and it's sad and it's crushing and it's hilarious and it's absurd and it's inherently southern like I am. You know what I mean? It's my buddies. It's my buddies, man. It's just the kind of peeps that, you know, these rednecks back in the backwoods, man. It's ridiculous. Just ridiculous. So I went ahead and picked up because this year for the event called Faulkner in August, they're doing um a William Faulkner read along in August. Every single August they do it, and this year they're doing Sanctuary. So I got a copy of Sanctuary. I got it for very cheap. No dust jacket, no nothing. This is a Random House Press that was let's see if I can figure out when it was printed. No. Like literally nothing to this. It's just the text, which is all I need, right? So this will be read in August. But as soon as I am done with the waves, as soon as we are done with the waves, Yasmin and I are going to go ahead and tackle our second Faulkner, and that will be The Sound and the Fury. So I grabbed this Barnes and Noble, I believe. There he is with his doggies. Let's take a look at it. This is a pretty cool. I mean, Book of the Month Club. That's who did this. And it is very much bare bones, just the text, not even any extra pages to it. This book was the book that was written just before As I Lay Dying. So we read As I Lay Dying, and now we're going to read the book that was written right before As I Lay Dying. And a lot of people who've read this say that it's their favorite Faulkner. But, if you're going to say a Faulkner is your favorite Faulkner, then you need to read a lot of Faulkner, right? Nice. You're going to read what in May? As I Lay Dying? Yeah, I can't wait to, you know, experience it. I don't know what it's about. I don't know anything. And but I do hear that it's kind of a difficult text. But I mean, for real, you know? I mean, I read all kinds of stuff, you know what I mean? I'm not worried. I'm really not worried. As I Lay Dying was a beautiful, wonderful experience for me. I love that book. So, um, I'm on board. I'm on board with whatever Faulkner, whatever Faulkner there is. I'll do it. I got too many books today. So, I'm doing the Waves next, and then I'm doing the Sound and the Fury, and that's how it's gonna go. So, what I'm reading right now, though, is the Arjun and the Good Snake by Rick Harsch. This is my book that I'm taking with me. Nice. This is my book that I'm kind of knocking out at work, just whenever, because I can take this anywhere. It's pocketbook, you know. I can take it anywhere I want to go, and it's a easy like that. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love As I Lay Dying. And I mean, I say that it might be tough. It might be something that you kind of gotta work into to get your bearings. But um the 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 setting and the scene and where it's from is where I live, the south of the United States, in the southeast United States, and it is set in backwoods. What is As I Lay Dying about? Well, a family of country bumpkins goes to town. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. There's a Sound and Fury edition out that the narrative is color coded and a bookmark reference decoder to help with the time jumps in the story. Nice. Well, we're strong readers, and I don't doubt that it would be helpful to have something like that. I did see a Norton Critical edition of The Sound and the Fury, and I almost got that one, but then I found this one in a bookstore cheap, so I just grabbed it. I still might grab the Norton Critical edition, but if you know which edition that is, John, if you hit me on Instagram, let me take a look at it. I might grab it just to make, just to facilitate the reading easier. I mean, I'm going to read it one time. So I want to get the most out of it as I can. Nice. I would love to have I would I would love to have a map of Yokanapatwa County. I would love to have a map of it just because um it's good stuff, man. Faulkner is really getting me. Yeah, he really understood the South for sure. I saw that really, really deep just from As I Lay Dying. It was such a good experience. And I mean, I love Southern literature, Southern Gothic literature especially. Flannery O'Connor is my favorite. You know what I mean? But I have a feeling that Faulkner may be a new favorite. You know what I mean? To tell you the truth, because Faulkner was so good. So I have started, and I am crushing Stephen King's 11/22/63. This is a beast, but I mean, I am flying through it. Look, I'm a third of the way, almost. Nice. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I wanted to get that Norton Critical Edition, but when it comes down to it, I just found this one real cool. Hey, all good, Lukash. All good, brother. Nice to see you, Lukash. Thanks for coming by the channel and coming by the live and seeing everybody. Mark Richardson busted out earlier. He's always cool to hang out. But I always got a nice group of people hanging out, man. And I really appreciate y'all, everybody, for coming by and chilling out on Friday. Yeah, I tell you, I am crushing this book. It is a really really fun ride so far, and you know we'll see where it goes. No spoilers. Don't give me no spoilers, because I'm really digging it. But it's pretty hardcore too. Um, I got to some really hardcore stuff, you know, today. So there's definitely some stuff about it that is, not for the faint of heart. Very cool, Frank. Thanks for coming by and hanging out for sure, and thanks for commenting. But you just finished it? Mm, I haven't got there yet, but I will. I will, cause it's the reading is just what I expected. Thank you, Christy. You're the best. I do see that when I do a live, and I'm like, you know, why is it that I have 50 views, but I only got like 9 likes? I don't watch a video on BookTube without hitting the thumbs up button. That's the first thing that I do. Just to say, I'm not saying that y'all should, because like what you like and don't like what you don't like, but it is a very helpful thing for small booktubers to um thanks, Christy. It is a very helpful thing for small booktubers for those thumbs ups and comments, that kind of stuff, just to say, you know cool video, or hey, just say hey, Noah. I don't care. Or say, to any booktuber, any small booktuber, it's really really helpful to all the interactions that you get. You know what I mean? So like the second watch any video on my subscriptions, because it's all booktube, any video that I go to, I push the thumbs up, like right when I click on the video, because I know how helpful it is to people and stuff. And I just know that a lot of people don't know. So I'm not really like saying, oh, you should do this, you should, you know what I mean? It's all good. It really, is what it is. And it don't much matter when it comes down to it. What matters is that we're all hanging out and having some fun, right? And talking books, sharing the book love on a Friday night. Christy, you're killing me tonight, girl. That's funny. Yep. I'm not saying that y'all should, but it's what I do. You know what I mean? And I do it because I care about the people that I y'all are so funny. So very cool. Knitting books, etc. Thank you for hanging out so late with me tonight. And I really dig your um tag that you did on the superhero tag. That was such a fun video. Teleportation. That would be so awesome. Rainbow Sky Gay and Proud says, have I read The Great and Secret Show? No, but I have it. I have a hardcover of it, and I haven't read it yet. I got it just this year, and I have so many books to read that it's just can I fit it in? That's what it's going to come down to with that one. Very cool, Amy. Thank you for hanging out tonight, Amy. Just so y'all know, I'm wearing a shirt by one of my favorite bands ever, and it is my favorite song ever. The band is Porcupine Tree. Lightbulb Sun is the album, and what's written on the back is the name of the best song off that album to me. And it is a beautiful song, and to really experience it, you got to listen to the whole song, and it's not very long, but I stress that give it the whole song because it is not your straightforward, it's progressive music. And the name of the song is called the name of the song is Last Chance to Evacuate Planet Earth Before It Is Recycled. And I'll put it in the box. And it is an English band. Steven Wilson is the lead singer and creative genius behind Porcupine Tree. And I want to share it. I mean, what a what a title, huh? What a title. Yeah, there we go. This is the book lover's life right here. No matter how much I read, my TBR never gets any shorter. No, it gets longer. It's ridiculous, getting into the books and the book community. The book community just piles it on you. Piles it on you. Thank you, Caleb and Lou. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for commenting, and much love to you as well, for sure. I love all you guys and girls that come by and hang out and crush an hour with me on Friday nights and really enjoy the book love and buddy reads and following along with read-alongs and just giving yourself as far as I like this, I like that, or I like this, or I didn't like that, or this kind of thing was iffy to me. All that kind of stuff is so wonderful. Different types of readers, people sharing their opinions of literature. That's what it's all about. I love it. I love hearing it. I love taking part in it. This community really, really, really means a lot to me. Y'all have made my booktube experience very, very wonderful. And I can't wait for some more. That's right. That's right, Christy. We're doing Master and Margarita later this year. I told Christy I would reread it because I want to read the Peter Volokhonsky translation. The last time that I read it, the translation that I read is Mira Ginsburg, and it's cool. Thank you, Frank. Thank you very much, Frank. And the Mira Ginsburg translation was cool, but I read the Peter Volokhonsky translation of Anna Karenina, and I really, really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. It was just flowed very well, and I cannot wait to experience how their Pever and Volokhonsky doing Master and Margarita, because the Mira Ginsburg, the Mira Ginsburg translation of Master and Margarita, you know, it just is what it is. Um, it's not that easy to get into. I mean, it's a translated work, so it's all good. But I can't wait to get a different translation, because and just kind of compare experiences. Master and Margarita is a spectacular read. I love that book. It's so fun. It's so awesome. And knitting books, etc., you are cordially invited to the buddy read. So I'll go ahead and you can scroll up probably and find my Voxer. Voxer is a messaging app, and if you download it, then you put in the NCLEMO 467, I think is what it is. But verify that. Don't take my word for it. But I think that is the Voxer ID, and find me on there, and then we will do a buddy read of that. But we haven't scheduled the read yet. It's not happening right now, and it's not happening. It might be happening in the fall, something like that, right? It might happen in the fall. I tell you what, Falcon, it took me 3 times of trying to read it before I read the entire book, the Mira Ginsburg translation. Took me 3 different starts on it, and I probably only got 2 chapters the first time, 1 chapter the second time, and then the third time I just did it. And once you get to a certain point, it's on, But there's something to be said about having a good translation. And good does not always mean literal, like word for word, because it's not all about very cool, thank you. It's not all about having the right words and letters in the right place, kind of thing. It's about what the meaning and the spirit of what is being conveyed. And our culture, I mean, there's a lot in Master and Margarita that we're not going to get. We are not Russians living under the rule that Bulgakov was in this very oppressive kind of tyrannical or dictator kind of regime. I don't know. I just don't know. We don't have the experience of that, and being blacklisted from the literary elites, that kind of stuff. And yeah, Christy is on. I have Christy on Voxer as well, so we can make sure that we all have each other. And is it Christina and Christy? I'm going to be doing a buddy read with Christina and Christy. I mean, seriously, y'all? I have a cousin named Christina. She's delightful. She is delightful. Thanks for finding me, y'all. Y'all hit me up anytime. I'm always down to talk about what I'm reading. I'm always down to talk about any aspects of any of it. So I'm going to call it, y'all. We're at an hour. Thank you again for crushing an hour with me. I hope you enjoy some of the beautiful words on pages that I've been able to show, and always more to come, right? So what's coming up for this month. That's right. She's referring to 100 Years of Solitude with that one, y'all. Thank you very much, Christy. Thank you very much, Christina, at Books, Knitting Books, etc. Ineffable, Falcon, always cool. Thank you guys for coming by. Lukash at A Cool Reader's Thesis, thanks for coming by, brother. Mark Richardson, thank you, sir. And Payo at Attention, thank you for coming by, brother. Always awesome to hang out. Jay Maddox was here. Kelly Hooked on Books was here. And Rainbow Sky Gay and Proud, always in the house. Thank you very much for coming by and crushing an hour with me. This is really fun stuff. I love the community. Amy at the Dusty Bookshelf, thank you for coming by. It really means a lot for everybody to like hang out, having good times together. Very cool. And the Undeclared Nation, thank me, thank you, brother. I'm like I said at the beginning, I'm the facilitator here. The community is what really makes this thing fun and has us all having a good time, right? So Tom LA Books, thank you, sir. And much impressed by your Dante videos, man. Just much impressed by it. I can't say enough about that for anybody who is not checking it out. So check it out. I'll catch you guys on the next one, BookTube. Happy Friday.